you know, for someone who loves shuttles so much, I don't seem to do much with them. So I figured, you know, today we'll go ahead and fix that. This is one of my many shuttles, and unfortunately I'm missing the thumb screws here, but that's okay. Not a huge loss. I'm going to open this up super quick. These things are nice and easy to work on. Wait, no, what's the term? The opposite of that. These things are terrible. They are the worst. So there's a few things to know when you're working on a shuttle. Oh, it still has the original cable. These things are well known for being terrible, primarily because of the capacitors. Now, I think that this is the original power supply, which is bad, but we're going to keep it anyway. Any Flex ATX power supply should work in these chassis. Now, these capacitors here, which are primarily for the CPU VRM, almost always go bad. For some reason, these actually seem to be fairly okay. Now, this particular unit does have an AGP slot, but it's further away from the center of the board, meaning you can only put a single slot AGP card in here, and even if you do, there's almost no venting for it, which really severely limits your ability to do anything with these. Now, I'm still out of compressed air. There's not a whole lot I can do about that other than kind of look through and see if I can see light, and I can, so that's all it's getting. Looks like this unit has a 52 times CD-ROM drive. Kind of wish that was a DVD drive, but oh well. Hard drive is a max store unit. I can see that, but the size, not sure yet. Whoever put the feet on this, oh no, I see what happened. So the feet should be in the corners here, but they've migrated over time. That is disgusting. And they're pretty solidly in place, so we're going to leave them as they are. I do not believe that an ITX motherboard will fit in these cases. The mounting holes do not line up, which is unfortunate because this would be a great little ITX chassis. Get out of here. What is stopping this? First, I'll go ahead and detach these, but this should just kind of get on out of there. Hard drive is, well, I know it's a Mac store. I don't know how big that is. I don't want to take it out. It's probably like 200 gigs. But while we're this far in, let me go ahead and pull this stick of RAM. If I can. Jesus. There we go. Looks like we have a single gigabyte of DDR. DDR unknown speed. Great. Okay. Well, let's throw that back in. 1 gig is actually pretty decent for a computer from this era. We are almost assuredly looking at an Athlon XP. I can almost guarantee that I'd be a betting man on that. Let's put this back in. Power plugged back in. Now, for the moment, I want to just boot up, make sure it works and doesn't catch fire, as these actually can do if the capacitors decide that they don't want to stick around. So, yeah. Onboard graphics is usually something from S3. Like this arrow's probably like a Savage 4 or something like that. But I digress. Let's get the keyboard over here. Get it untangled from everything else. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there's that. The mouse. I think this is the USB port for it. Now I believe that I did some work on this before in the past, but I don't know how much I did. I don't know what stage of working or not working this computer is. So let's find out. Well, that's anticlimactic. Does it work? Can hear the hard drive clicking away. Okay. CMOS battery. Oh no. Okay. Sempron. Oh, I think I think the Sempron's their cheap version without the cache, or maybe with reduced cache. Sees all the RAM. I don't know what the onboard graphics are. I know that their 2400 plus probably means 1.2 gigahertz. We're going to go ahead and go into the BIOS. See if it tells us. Frequency. Okay. Wow, this thing uses almost 2 volts. That's insane. I'm not gonna overclock this thing right now, but the fact that I can is kind of interesting. Okay, so first, let's see, where is that BIOS battery located? Oh, it's right there. I can probably get to that without even taking anything else apart, which would be nice. Maybe? Yes. Okay, old one out. Oh, I'm running short on these. What have I got? Oh, no, I'm not. That's right. That's right. I bought a bunch. I'm good. I don't have to worry about that anymore. My Patreon members helped me with that. I spent all of the $12 that I got from Patreon on batteries. So let's go ahead and pop one of those in. And, by the way, a sincere thanks to my patron members. It really helps. Not just for monies, but just knowing that you guys like it enough to put your money where your mouths are really does give me a lot of motivation. So let's try. We're gonna probably go back into setup and confirm and save some settings. And then we'll see if this thing boots. I would love it if this was an easy video. I'm 0 for 2 so far. Got 2 other partial videos that I recorded tonight and yesterday, and don't have anything to show for it, so would really love for this to just work. So, sure, it's... I think it is the 15th. And it is about a little after 8 p.m. So yeah, we'll do 10 minutes after. I don't know what time it is actually. Okay, we do not have a floppy drive. Sure. Can I change the... Maybe this... Well, just because the setting's there doesn't mean the CPU actually has internal cache. I don't know much about the Semprons. That's interesting. Didn't know they had ECC in the L2 cache. That's good. I want to know if I can add or increase the amount of memory to the onboard graphics. Oh, it's aperture size. Darn it. 4x is all I can do. There we go. 64 is the maximum. Okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead. See if we can boot. As this is a hard drive with an unknown operating system, it will be interesting to see how fast it fires up. This is solidly in the Windows XP era, by the way. Yep. Okay. And again, I might have already worked on this. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. Does it have sound drivers? Oh, I remember what I used this for. My goodness. I used this for printing out, like, character sheets for Dungeons and Dragons. That's what all those PDFs are. Do I have my flash drive with me? With Snappy Driver Installer? I do not. I'll be right back. Okay. Got myself a flash drive. Now I'm pretty sure that the PC does have USB 2.0, which would be nice. I don't think we care much about these anymore, but I'll keep them just in case. Okay, I do love how Windows XP just works. Where's Snappy? Here it is. Okay. We're going to try this with the onboard graphics. Now let's see what Snappy reports. S3 Unichrome. Huh. I think that might actually be newer than the Savage 4. Doesn't necessarily mean it's better, and I know that the S3 drivers were notoriously horrible. So, we're going to go ahead and let this kind of chug away and get all the drivers installed, and I will be back once I've got games moved on to the desktop. Well, the hard drive's making some clicking noises occasionally. And, I don't know. Well, we've got some games installed. And I think that's probably pretty good. Oh, I haven't done Railroad Tycoon. We'll install that later. You know what? No, we'll install it right now, as I'm getting that put back together. Not that there's a whole lot to be put back together, thankfully. Yes. Install. And tuck the cables back in. Okay. Go ahead and put these back in. I want to see what our results are with the onboard graphics, of course. And I suppose I'll be back when this is done. But you know, I will say, the text quality, the image quality of whatever that chip was, not the greatest. Okay. So now the question is, what can this computer actually do without onboard graphics? I'm 100% sure that it can. Okay, that it can run Unreal Gold, but just want to be sure. Because if it can't run this, then there's no use running any of the other tests. Oh yeah, that's right. Unreal uses the arrow keys. I'm sure you can change that, but I just... Computer? There we go. Actually, it's like, I don't remember how to start the time demo. Whatever. Sure. Oh yeah, I can run this just fine.
Prisoners 8 over 9 escaping.
That's right, they inverted the mouse.
Prisoner 2 escaping. Prisoner 327 escaping.
I hate inverted mice, but I don't care enough to fix it right now. Yeah, this is great. This is perfectly playable. This is excellent.
You have entered a restriction.
Okay. Let's skip to something that I'm fairly confident will run, because it runs on just about everything. Let's go to Unreal Tournament 2004. I say this every time, but I love this game. This is a slow hard drive. Holy cow. I cannot wait to be over this. Skip that. Oh dear. The mouse is lagging in the menu. That does not bode well. Okay. Oh, it's already on like really low stuff. We're gonna set this to the minimum to give it a fighting chance. Get out of here, dynamic lighting. That is 800 by 600. 640 by 480. This is as low as it gets. So just pick something at random. Oh dear.
Play.
Oh, we're not in single digit frame rates, but we are. Oh, that tearing. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Ooh, flat cannon. I can still win with the flat cannon, even with this frame rate. Okay. We're probably looking at high 20s at best. I really want to get into some action though, so I can start getting a good idea of what it feels like for real. Oh, there we go. I mean, oh, if I was 10, like when I think I was like 11 or 12 when this came out. Whoa, that was pretty bad there. Yeah, it doesn't like this. That dips down probably closer to single digits. Oh dear. I think we're gonna stop the testing at this. This is Awful. And that's, again, minimum settings 640 by 480. Wow, that's bad. So, now here's the question. What should I do with this thing? Should I try to put in one of the higher power AGP graphics cards and watch them slowly kill themselves with the heat death of this tiny little case? Or should I put in something a little less powerful but less hot, like that FX 500, the Quadro FX 500 that I have? Alternatively, I could put a PCI graphics card in here, but I don't know about that one. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and I wanted to thank all of my patrons. Thank you so much. I could not do this without you guys. And hopefully, now that I've got some antibiotics, hopefully this sickness will be gone very soon, and I'll be back to my regularly scheduled whatever I find in the trash. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.